Good morning, everyone. I am Nischala Ellen, Department of Commerce, Kuvempu University, Gnana Sahyadri Shankarghatta. Okay, I am going to share an information about the country Turkmenistan and its major domestic company, submitted to Dr. Raghunandan G, Faculty Member of Department of Commerce, Gnana Sahyadri Shankarghatta, Kuvempu University. Okay, shall we move to the information about the Turkmenistan? As shown in that, the location of the Turkmenistan is in red, and this is the flag of this country. Okay, the Turkmenistan is a country in Central Asia bordered by the Caspian Sea, largely covered by the Karakum Desert. It's known for archaeological ruins, including those at Nisa and Merv. Major stops along with the ancient trade route, the Silk Road. Askadabad is the capital of the Turkmenistan, was rebuilt in Soviet style in the mid-width of the century, 20th century. Okay, I will explain about the Turkmenistan. The Turkmenistan capital city is Askadabad, and the official languages is Turkmen, and the spoken languages is Turkmen, Russian, Eastern American, Tatar, Azerbaijani, Balochi, and Kurkmanji, Ukrainian, and others. Ethnic groups is 25%. 25.6% are Turkmens, and 5.8% are Uzbeks, 5.1% are Russians, and 0.4% are Kazakhs, and 1.2% are Azerbaijanis, and 3.1% are others. The religion is 96.1% in Islam, and 3.6% is Christianity, and 0.3% are others. And demonyms is Turkmenistani, Turkmen, and Turkmenian. Next, the government is a unitary presidential republic under a totalitarian, and president is Sardar Berdi Mohamedov, and vice president is Rasit Meridov. Chairman of the People's Council is Gurbanglu Berdi Mohamedov. And chairpersons of the assembly is Gulsat Mohamedov. Legislature, upper house is people's council, and lower house is assembly. And the independence from Russia and the Soviet Union. Conquest is 1879. Soviet rule is 13 May 1928, and the declared state Soviet sovereignty is 22 August 1990, and from the Soviet Union 27 October 1991, and recognized 26th December 1991. Current constitution is 18 May 1992. Okay, area is covered total 4 lakh 91,210 kilometers, and 1 lakh 89,660 sequence millions. And water is 4.9%. Population is population in 2020 estimate, um, 6 crores 31 6 crore 31,187, and density is 10.5 kilometers. GDP is in 2018 estimate total dollar 112 total dollar 112,659 billion, and per capita is 19,526. GDP nominal is total $42 764 billion, and per capita is 7,411. And Guinea in 1998 is 40.8 medium, and HDI in 2019 is 0.715, high in 11,111. Currency is Turkmenistan manat, and the time zone is UTC plus zero point 0.5 TMT. Driving side is right. Calling code is plus 993. ISO 3166 code TM. Internet is TLD is point TM. The current area known as Turkmenistan has long served as a thoroughfare for many other nations and cultures. Merv is one of the oldest oasis cities in Central Asia, and was once the biggest city in the world. In medieval times, Merv was also one of the great cities in the Islamic world and an important stop on the Silk Road. Turkmenistan later figured prominently in the anti-Bolshevik movement in Central Asia. In 1925, the Turkmenistan became a constituent republic of the Soviet Union, the Turkmen Soviet Socialist Republic. It became independent after the dissolution of the Soviet Union 1991. Okay. Next, what is the capital city of the Turkmenistan? The Turkmenistan capital city is Askadabad. Askadabad, Askadabad is formerly Askadabad or Askadabad city, and capital. It is the capital of Turkmenistan. It lies in an oasis on the northern foot of the Kopet Dog range and on the edge of the Karakum Desert, about 19 miles from the Iranian frontier. It was founded in 1881 as a Russian military fort and took the name of the nearby Turkmen settlement of Askabad. It became the administrative center of the transportation oblast, and because of its position on the caravan routes and on the Transpacian Railway attracted a population at that numbered more than 45,000 by 1911. After the Russian Revolution, the city soon was renamed Plo- Poltareksk after a local revolutionary from 1924 to 1990. It was the capital of Turkmenistan, USSR. In 1927, it reverted to its original name, Askadabad. One of the most violent earthquakes ever registered in the region virtually destroyed the city in October 1948. It was rebuilt on the same regular plan. A chronic water storage was elevated considerably when the Karakum Canal reached the city in 1962. In 1992, the government of newly independent Turkmenistan officially adopted the Turkmen version of the city's name, Askadabad. Okay, then what is the history of the Turkmenistan? The history of the Turkmenistan is traditionally began with the arrival of Indo-European Iranian tribes around 2000 BC. Early tribes were nomadic or semi-nomadic due to the arid conditions of the region that prevented widespread adoption of agriculture, and the steppes culture in Central Asia was extension of a larger Eurasian series of horse cultures which which spanned the entire spectrum of language families, including the Indo-Europeans, Turco-Mongols groups. Some of the known early Iranian tribes included the Magnitsec and Scythians, Sakas, and early Sogdians, who were most likely precursors of the Quercyans. Turkmenistan was a passing point for numerous migrations and invasions by tribes, which gravitated towards the settled regions of the south, including ancient Mesopotamia, Elam, and the Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Then we'll move to the politics of Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan politics is takes place in framework of a presidential republic, whereby the president of Turkmenistan is both the head of the state and head of the government. Because, however, no true opposition parties are allowed. Every registered political party supports the third party, and current president Sridhar Bardi Muhammadov. The country is frequently described as a totalitarian state. The political background of the Turkmenistan is after 69 years as part of the Soviet Union, Turkmenistan declared its independence on 27 October 1991. The president for the life Sapar Murat, a former bureaucrat of the Communist Party of Soviet Union, ruled Turkmenistan from 1985 when he became head of the Communist Party of the Turkmen SSR until his death in 2006. He ruled his totalitarian control over the country after the dissolution of the Soviet Union. On 20th December 1999, the Parliament declared Niyazov president for life, and prior 2008, the authorities permitted only a single political party, the Democratic Party of Turkmenistan. Political gatherings are illegal unless government sanctioned. Okay, then the about the Turkmenistan. In that first one is geography of the Turkmenistan. The Turkmenistan is a landlocked country in Central Asia, bordering with the Caspian Sea to the west, Iran and Afghanistan to the south, to the northeast, and Kazakhstan to the northwest. It is the southernmost republic of the Commonwealth of Independent States. The loose federation created at the end of the 1991 by most of the post-Soviet states. The geographic coordinates are between 35 degree point 08 and 42 degree point 48 north latitude, 52 degree point 27 and 66 degree point 41 east longitude. Its longest border is with the Caspian Sea, that is a 1786 kilometer, that is 1110 million. The other borders are with Iran to the south, 992 kilometer, that is 616 million. Afghanistan to the south, 744 kilometer, and that is a 462 million. Uz- Uzbekistan to the north and east, that is 1621 kilometer, that is 1007 million. And Kazakhstan to the north, 379 kilometer, that is 235 million. Turkmenistan is slightly larger than Cameroon in territory, occupying 4,88,100 square kilometers, that is 1,88,500 sequence kilometer by area. Turkmenistan runs fourth among the former Soviet republics after Russia, Kazakhstan and Ukraine. The country's greatest extent from west to east is 1100 kilometer, that is 680 million, and its greatest north to south distance is 650 kilometer, that is 400 million. Okay, next, the demographic of Turkmenistan is about the demographic features of the population of the Turkmenistan, including population growth, population density, ethnicity, education level, health, economic status, religious affiliation, and other aspects of the population. The ethnic majority in Turkmenistan call themselves Turkmen. The population is 5 crore 6 lakh 36,011 in 2022, and the growth rate is 0.99% in 2022, and the birth rate is 17.51 births for thousand. Population in that is in 2022, death rate is 5.95 deaths for the thousand population, and it is in 22 east. Life expectancy is 71.83 per years, and male is 68.8 years, and female is 75 years. Fertility rate is 2.03 children born or women in 2022. Infant mortality rate is 37.62 deaths or 1,000 live births. Net migration rate is minus 1.71 migrates, that is for 1,000 population in 2022. Age structure is 0 to 14 years ke 25.44%, and 65 and over is 5.38%. Sex ratio is a total 0.98 males and or females in 2022. At birth 1.05 males or females. Under 15 is 1.03 males or 5 female, and 65 and over is 0.59 male or female. Nationality is Turkmenistani, and language, official language is Turkmen. Population of Turkmenistan is in millions from 1950 to 2009. Okay, then the health in the Turkmenistan is in 2016 life expectancy for males in Turkmenistan was 65, and for females is uh, 72 years. The most common causes of death in Turkmenistan was cardio cardiovascular disease and cancer, and respiratory disease. Major death factors are poor diet, polluted drinking waters, and the industrial and agriculture pollutants that are especially concentrated in the northeastern areas near the Amudria River and the Oral Sea. The reported occurrence of human virus has been less than 0.1%. However, sharp increases in drug trafficking through Turkmenistan are likely to increase that figure substantially. President Sapar Murat Niyazov constructed the Walk of Health, a 36-kilometer concrete strive away running along the Copet Dog Mountains, which was intended to improve the health of citizens. All ministers, members, and of parliament and civil servants were ordered to walk the length of it once a year. The sale of tobacco products in the country was banned by president in 2016. A fine of 6,900 manats is imposed on any shop selling cigarettes. Atogrod Admonov, the head of the state service for protecting the security of Healthy Security Society, was earlier stripped of the rank of colonel because of his failure to pursue smokers to quit. Okay, then the language of the Turkmenistan is Turkmen language is a member of the Turkic language family within the Altaic language group. Turkmen is spoken in Turkmenistan, in parts of neighboring Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, and by fewer people in Iran and Afghanistan. Okay, then the religion in Turkmenistan is the vast majority of the people in Turkmenistan are Muslim, mostly Sunni of them Hana, Hanafi school. Islam among the Turkmens has a notable tradition of being tempered and infused with the folk practices and traditions. Okay, then what is the economy of the Turkmenistan? The economy of Turkmenistan continues to recover from the 2014 downturn into hydrocarbon prices, but remains in the grip of its worst economic crisis since the immediate post-independence period, driven in part by low gas prices, the suspension of gas exports to Russia between 2016 and 2019, and the poor harvests. Former President at a session of the cabinet of minister on the March 11, 2021, called the rate of GDP growth unsatisfactory. When the discussing the 2021 government budget, he noted that 2021 would be as difficult a year of as a 2020 had been. Oil platform of Turkmenistan is in the Caspian Sea. As I share in the PPT, currency. Okay, the currency is a Turkmenistan manat. Fiscal year is calendar year, and a trade organization is a CIS and ECO. Statistics are a GDP 47.986 billion, nominal in 2022 and 99,323 billion PPE in 2022. GDP rank is 84. GDP rank is 84.84th PPE in 2016, and GDP growth is 6.2% in 2018 and 6.3% in 2019 and 1.8% in 2020, 4.0% in 2021. Okay, GDP per capita is 8,073 nominal in 2020 and 16,711 PPE in 2020. GDP by sector: agriculture is 12.7% and industry is 50.1%, services is 37.7%, inflation is 8.2020, population below poverty line is 0.2%, that is in 2018, and human development index is 0.710 high to in that is in 2018, like 108th century, and 0.579 in IHDI in 2018. Labor force is 2405 405 million in 2018. Labor force by occupation is agriculture 44.2%, and industry is 15%, and services is 40.8%, and that is in 2018. Unemployment is 15% in 2020. Main industries are natural gas, oil, petroleum products, textiles, food processing. External is exports. Okay, external is exports, that is 11.1 billion in 2019, and export goods is gas, crude oil, petrochemicals, textiles, cotton, fiber. Okay, main export partners is China 82%, Uzbekistan is 4%, Turkey is 3.53%, Azerbaijan is 1.98%, Romania is 1.57%, Russia is 1.55%, Georgia is 1.19%, and Italy is 0.9%, Greece is 0.4%, Croatia is 0.3%, is 0.39%. Okay, imports are. Okay, imports is 5.8 billion, that is in 2019, and import goods is machinery and equipment, chemicals, food foodstuffs, and main import partners are Turkey 24.7% and Russia is 18%, China is 14.3%, United Arab Emirates is 8.85%, and Germany is 5.96%, Kazakhstan is 3.85%, and France is 3.68%, and Georgia is 1.96%, and Italy is 1.87%, that is in 2019. Okay, gross external debt is 5 billion, that is in 2021. Okay. Okay, next public finances. Revenues is 9.0.04947 billions, that is in 2017, and expenses is 10,659 billion in 2019, and economic aid is 4.3 million from US, as it that is in 2021. Foreign reserves is 40.006 billion, that is in 31st December 2018. Okay, next. Major revenue source of Turkmenistan. Okay, according to the 2020 investment climate statement of the US Department of State, Turkmenistan's economy depends on heavily on the production and export of natural gas, oil, petrochemicals, and to a lesser degree cotton, wheat, and textiles. The economy is still recovering from the deep recession that followed the late 2014 collapse in global energy prices. The current investment climate is considered high risk for US foreign direct investment. Turkmenistan is largely a desert country with intensive agriculture in irrigated areas and huge gas and oil resources. In terms of natural gas resources, as of 2020, it is ranked fourth in the world. Turkmenistan's two largest agricultural crops are cotton, and most of which is produced for export, and wheat, most of which is domestically consumed. Turkmenistan is among the top 10 producers of cotton in the world. Okay. Suggestions. Okay, I want to suggest business to the Turkmenistan, that is agriculture. Okay, agriculture in Turkmenistan is a significant sector of the economy in 2019, contributing 11.7% of the GDP and employing 40% of the workforce. However, only 4% of total land area is cultivated. Because of the arid climate, irrigation is necessary for nearly all cultivated land. The two most significant crops by area planted are wheat and cotton. And therefore grown in some parts of country. Sesame and pistaches are also grown in smaller quantities. Although Turkmenistan was formerly the world's 10th largest cotton producer, exports have fallen in recent years. This is due in part of the environmental difficulties of irrigation of the desert environment. Cotton cultivation is Cotton cultivation is Turkmenistan in is one of the factors causing the drying of the Oral Sea. A second factor was the 2019 policy decision to halt exports of raw cotton of favor of exporting textiles and ready-made garments. Animal husbandry is important despite the arid climate, which presents difficulties in producing sufficient livestock feed. The largest subsector is sheep herding, which are primarily raised for wool and skins. Poultry, cattle, goats, camels, and swine are also raised. The Aklal take horse is also raised in Turkmenistan and is a source of national pride. It is featured on the coat of arms of Turkmenistan. Production of major field crops such as cotton and wheat is pyramidically by state order in accordance with the central planning. Okay. Finally, conclusion. The Turkmenistan is located at the center of the Eurasian continent and has been classified as an upper middle income country since 2012. It borders Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Iran, Afghanistan, and to the west of the country, the Caspian Sea, which offers abundant natural resources of gas and oil deposits. Thank you.